This is gonna be hard to tell if I know if I'm streaming or not.
I can check if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. Because after this, I'm gonna have to put this on Spotify and whatever else, and then gotta edit it down. Yeah, let me know when you got pulled it.
It's live.
Okay, there we go. Thank Lordy. Okay. Hello, everyone. You can just call me Ike, and today we're doing episode 7 with Parzeval here today. Do you want to introduce yourself, Parzeval?
What's up? I'm Parzeval and I do VRChat content creation on YouTube, on TikTok, and on Twitter. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I had to do that so I don't make the same mistake how I should do some of my ones. Okay, now let's pull the questions because it helps me out. First question: what got you into VRChat when you joined? Basically, when you first joined the game.
Well, kind of like probably Uganda Knuckles. Like it all happened with Uganda Knuckles. I think it was almost for everyone. Kind of like in 2018 when everything like happened with small little Knuckles running around in the VRChat worlds. It first started off with like only being in desktop, and then slowly, gradually moving from desktop to the Valve Index, and instantly getting my 3 trackers, and that was like in a span of like a few years. And I've been actively playing VRChat since 2022.
Huh. Yeah, because like I know some people played in 2018, then stopped, and then start playing like a lot more. Because I think 2022
That's
was
usually for most people.
Yeah, and I think 2022 was like, I think when the COVID thing started or after. It's hard to remember when the whole COVID like outbreak happened. Because I think it was around, like, correct if I'm wrong. Was that after COVID was going on and people were starting to learn how to deal with it while be on the internet? Because I think that's when that
Probably,
happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think during and after, that's when VRChat got the most influx in players.
Yeah. Jeez, that was like the biggest influx I've seen in like years.
That's also so long ago. That's like at least like 4 or 5 years ago. That's crazy. Time passes. It's
Oh
just
yeah, it's
insane.
2025. Jeez. You just remind me how like oh, that's when I was in high school. It's still Jesus, dude. Memory. Oh, I don't know how to feel about that. Don't know
Long
what.
times.
Yeah. And next one, I guess. Is there any old worlds from 2017 VRChat you remember going to? Because there's some like old 2017 maps on this game. People go to.
Definitely the VRChat hub from 2017, which is pretty cool. I really do like that. I think it's still on. I'm not sure. Like
Uh,
might be miscorrect.
it is like I think there's someone made by VRChat and someone called Air DLL or something. I forget his username. Made like a version of it.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of like a little bit janked, but it still works. Even like there's a version of it
It's
in
like good
Terrace.
for exploring.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
I think there's like a version of it in Terrace of Nowhere, which was kind of fun. Which I'm surprised Beyond actually did that. Which was like, oh,
And of course, presentation room. That has to be in.
oh yeah, that one's
It's
a
gotta
good
be a
one.
classic.
And I think oh yeah, I remastered that one like 2 times, 2016 version and the current one I have. Those, it's just a simple map to make, even remaking it in like a different image. There's like so many like takes on it. So that's
True.
yeah. But we gotta make sure we stay on topic.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah. Question 3: what kind of videos do you make on VRChat? I think that was answered earlier with the introduction, but if you want to go ahead for it.
So basically long form content and short form content. As of right now, I've been doing a lot of short form content, which is basically what I do is showcase worlds and make the visitor versus just trusted user, funny video stuff, which is pretty cool. And as of right now, I'm not really doing that much of long form content. I've been shifting my focus. So yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
TikTok, a lot of YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, because I think I've seen like some of your YouTube shorts in your Discord. Because I'm like, when I get pinged, I'm like, what did he post now? Oh, nice.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately, it's always like the ping is still on, and there's always at least like one ping a day. I might have to still set up that stuff, but that's
yeah,
for another topic.
yeah, it's something for another one. Holy crap, my throat. Should like drink water, but it's fine. Do you
Stay
ever?
hydrated, everyone.
Yeah. Okay, I had to make sure I didn't read number 4 yet. Number 4. Did you ever had a childhood game you liked playing when growing up?
Mm, so back then I had the Nintendo DS and the Game Boy Advance SP, and I used to play. It was either Mario Kart on the Nintendo DS or on the Game Boy. I think it was mostly Tetris, but also there was like a Tom and Jerry kind of jump and run type of game that I used to play, usually on the Game Boy. Yeah, like either of
Oh,
these two.
okay,
Usually
interesting.
like absolute classics. Mario Kart DS, I think everyone definitely knows about it. Definitely knows about Mario Kart in general. It's a classic. It's an all-time one.
Yeah,
Still holds to this day.
yeah, and I think I know which Mario Kart you're talking about since I have like the original like Wii in my room with Mario Kart on it. I'm like, oh, someone has that. I swear,
Yeah.
I want to like make upgrade that thing at one point so I could play online with people and just do some funny shit with it. Because like since
And it still plays well. That's the cool thing about it, especially on the Wii.
oh yeah, it does. And actually, I forget what other games I have on the Wii. Like I have that one, Wii Sports, and then oh yeah, Monsters vs Aliens. That for some reason that
Oh, Wii
one's
Sports.
there were so many
Classic.
good games. Even I have the PlayStation 2, which if I remember, because I have so many like PlayStation 2 games, I have like Ratchet and Clank and I'm trying to think here. Uh, yeah, there's like that one movie where like those kids that play like the board game and their house gets sent to outer space.
Oh, Jumanji.
No, it's not Jumanji.
Oh.
It's like it. The board game has like a spaceship on it, but I forget the name of it. But like they had their own like video game
Mm.
on it, and it's the one that with the robot going inside the house and destroying the house when chasing the kids. It's it's not like a bad
I can't think
game.
of this one.
Yeah, I would have to find it, but like it's a good movie, and then in the game of it, it's not bad since it has its own spin on it. So I gave it like a yeah out of 10 if I found it and like posted on Twitter and went, "This is what I was talking about."
I
Is
should
that
also check out my Wii games.
that?
Honestly, now that we're talking about it.
Yeah, I honestly feel like I should actually go back and try to see if I can connect the Wii or the PlayStation 2 to my computer, like to my
Get some of that
game
Y2K
capture.
nostalgia.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jack and Daxter from PS2. Oh, I have like the 3 gems of
Yes.
like PlayStation 2: Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, and then Ratchet and Clank. You gotta get the whole shebang.
Ratchet and Clank's a classic, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some really good games.
Yeah, I swear I got like the peak kind of like childhood on my side of how my parents got good games. I'm like, oh, but like some of them were scratch. I had to replace them with my own money when I had my job, which surprisingly, the Ratchet and Clank ones actually work better since I replaced them, and it's been like nice to actually grind through the whole game again. Okay, question 5. Is there any? Oh, I hate when my brain misreads that. Is there other hobbies you do outside of VRChat? If so, what is it? That's question 5.
Mm, do I have other hobbies? Oh yeah, of course I do. And I usually go out with my girlfriend. Just do like go into the cinema and stuff, meet up with friends. I actually go surfing when I'm in vacation, which is kind of like a hobby. And what kind of hobbies do I have? I basically everything that is kind of like Y2K, like fruitig arrow and nostalgia. That's what I like see, like look at, what I kind of like order. It's kind of like also a little collection I have in my room. It's like collecting everything that is kind of like fruitig arrow type of style. So this is kind of an hobby, I would say.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's just like something I didn't expect. Because like I used to go to like the cinema with some friends and actually have a lot of fun. Because like I think when I
Yeah.
had my one first like IRL job before other stuff, I basically took my one IRL friend to see the Mario movie that came out a few like years back
Mm.
or whenever it came out. And we were having such a good time because we were laughing our asses off. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like,
It was finally real, a Mario movie.
yeah. Didn't know how, I still don't know how to feel about Chris Pratt being, well, which is Star-Lord being Mario, but he at least got it down. So I'm not even mad. At least he got it down to a point. So works for me.
Yeah, that's true.
And, why did I feel like there was like a Kung Fu Panda character in there? Oh yeah, it was Donkey Kong, who was basically Mantis from like Kung Fu Panda. I'm like, wait a minute, he sounds familiar because it's just the stupid laugh. He's like,
I gotta say, I don't really know much about the English like audio because I'm from Germany, so we like
oh
watch films in German. So I can't really talk much about how Chris Pratt did his performance on Super Mario, but I've heard some controversial things back when the film came out. People posted on Twitter that he's the wrong person for Mario to speak
yeah.
and stuff.
And that's one thing I realized before we get to the next question. I'm like, oh wait, I was gonna say Germany, I guess, because I know I'm an English speaker, and I'm like, sometimes when I talk to people, I'm like, are you from Germany or something? Because it always like throws me off. Because like I have some friends from Germany, so I'm like, some of them talk, English or like how you're talking. So I'm like, uh, 'cause, like my last part of my IRL name, but I won't say it. It's kind of German, like as part of like a Germanish kind of way of saying it. It's for close friends that know my last IRL name. And honestly, I've been wanting to learn Japanese. So I want to learn German so I can at least have some of my German heritage going through
Mm.
me, so I can be a little bit multilingual on my German side. Because like never kind
It's
of got
always
to
good to know
do
some
that.
more languages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just with how my brain works. I'm like trying to do it, and then I all of a sudden get sidetracked. I go, ooh, like I'm literally like a kid in a lollipop store, but I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Okay, question 6. I might say this one a little bit different because it says 2017 VRChat, but I think I can mess with this. Question 6. How do you feel about VRChat from 2017 era to what it is now in 2025? Or like, because the game did come out around 2014, then kind of went from there.
Honestly, keep that short. A lot more kids, a lot more drama, a lot of people in the black hat doing good stuff. But on the good side, we have a lot more players who also check out other worlds. We have a lot more creators who also showcase
Hmm.
VRChat and VRChat worlds and avatars. And it's just overall the possibility of finding friends, groups, communities, and it just evolved into something way bigger than it was back in 2014, 2016, 2017, 2018,
Yeah, from
It just
those.
evolved into something really big, and it's just amazing to see that.
Yeah. And there is like some like things I remember when playing, like, because I joined in 2018. There was like some things I even learned from like the developer like team of like VRChat, the ones I was friends with, and when I used to be friends with VRPill, which is an old name to bring up. Um,
Yeah, oh, VR pill.
yeah, dude was a decent guy and chill when you actually got to know him. He was nice. And
That's true. That's true. Viapa was also always chill, especially when I met him in the New Year's Eve world in 2022 back then.
oh
He was pretty cool, just like
yeah,
running around, just joking around as well. He was a pretty chill guy.
yeah. And I think, oh yeah, because when I was talking to him, because apparently him and them were test out the quest thing before it actually became thing, and I actually got to hear what it was like when he was explaining it. And this is before quest was launched, so seeing him how it was working and how they were gonna do it, I'm like, it sounded interesting, but now kind of seeing it in full picture, I'm like, it was so stupid. But like, I can see the reason because like if you have a friend that doesn't have a PC, at least they can get on. But like,
Yeah.
jeez, I have this conversation with a lot of other friends even when I'm not streaming because like, if parents and even Walmarts and places didn't sell Quest 2s and 3s or Pros to their children at like a low age, we would not have this problem. But
Probably not. Yeah. It's there. It's there.
yeah,
It has to be fixed.
yeah,
And I think VRChat is kind of like on the way on fixing, especially that problem with age verification. But I hope they also use the content gating option, which kind of like blocks sexually suggestive avatars for underage people. That's what I like hope VRChat is working on as well
yeah.
and improving on.
I got you on that. Uh oh, and actually, since we were just talking about that, that's actually question 7. Damn. Question 7. What are your thoughts on age verification to VRChat when they said they are adding it?
That's also pretty a short answer I can give to. It's good. It's kind of what almost the whole VRChat community was looking for, forward to, and what really wanted to have, especially me, my friends, uh, when we usually hang out in the Great Park, or well, not the Great Park, but the Black Cat mostly. We had a lot of like situations where people like came up to us and called us the N-word and racist stuff, and we noticed that most of these people were, well, children or like people that are not above the age of 18, and it is better to kind of gate a community that is only 18 plus in comparison to getting a people to only go underneath 18 plus and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So it's necessary, and then it's a good step for VRChat in my opinion.
yeah. And I feel like when I knew the reason why it was like added, but that I feel like that's like a different like live stream or video and make about it. But like, at least it was good. Could have gotten like better, in my own opinion, because of like my research I've done. But whatever happened, happened. At least some people are okay. That's all I care about.
That's true.
Yeah. Because I know that's a touchy subject. Question. Oh, I didn't realize something. The notepad. You know where question 8 was supposed to be? It says question 9. Eh, it's fine. I goobed. I guess when I was doing that, I kind of like miss it. Eh, it's fine.
Also
Uh,
gotta check the list.
yeah, I was gonna say check it real quick because I think I might have like missed one. It's fine. We can like fabricate like a question like oh no, we're after we get through these ones, so it's fine. It happens.
Mm.
Question 8. When did you? Oh yeah. Oh, this one's talking about the video you did with Tougher, like on your YouTube channel. It's mentioning that one, like where you were having a video talking to Tougher and asking what the future of VRChat is.
Wait, hold on. I gotta read this. Oh, okay. So, my thoughts on or why I asked Tupper
Uh,
these questions, or
Basically, why did you ask them those questions? 'Cause I'm like, I had to reread it in my head a little bit before I said. I'm like, Oh, it's that video I was seeing because I had to pull questions out of my
Mm.
back end to see which one it was.
So it was basically a pretty interesting question to ask Tapa specifically because he kind of also has responsibility in the VRChat community. I mean, he's the head of community. So it was more of a question of how VRChat would socially be in 5 years, which I think he can better predict with because he's like internally very connected and all the new employees and stuff like that. So it was just a really interesting question to ask, and I think was also pretty fitting. So yeah, that's kind of like what I think of it.
Yeah. I really need to work on my grammar. I'm sorry about that. But at least it was
Don't
gotten
worry, don't worry.
across. I think we all have like grammar issues at this point.
Yeah,
Uh,
kinda.
so question 10 will be clearly question 9. Okay. What was the first video you posted on YouTube before you got big on YouTube?
That was a video that I actually deleted, but it was more like it was supposed to be a 30-second video of like an astronaut falling onto a VRChat world and just like a little story type of video. But the
Oh,
actual first video that I uploaded was the first developer update, or my first developer update from the 12th of August or 16th of August of 2022. That's kind of like when I started. And that's when the ball kept rolling.
yeah. Because when I was getting these questions set up, I looked through your channel. I'm like, what is his oldest ones? Like, it sounds weird to say that, but I'm like, you know what? I need to get more questions in. I need to check. I'm like, hold on.
Some videos are private, but some are still like on an unlisted playlist that I actually created for other people to kind of like check out the older videos or the videos that I didn't really like to have on my channel specifically. I just unlisted them.
Uh,
So yeah,
I
people can
didn't,
check these out.
I didn't know you had a playlist for that. Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah.
I guess I will check that out later, I guess. Uh, and after when we get through these questions, I have, so I know I'm reading out. I guess I have like 2 or 3 like questions on my head without trying to forget them, because
Yeah.
curiosity killed the cat, but whatever works. Um, okay. This will be question 10 then. Question 10. Your videos about the entire VRChat iceberg explaining 2025. What made you make this video? Because I looked at that one as
Oh,
well.
that's can also keep this really short. There was a video about the VRChat iceberg before, which I think was really, really good, but that wasn't really, how can I say, perfect in time because that video was like 3 to 4 years old, and I decided to make a 2025 or 2024 version of that new VRChat iceberg. And I was looking for VRChat icebergs, especially on Reddit, because that's where most of these icebergs just appear. And I found that one from, I think, the Dream Castle, probably that's their name. And yeah, that's how the video just came to place. It's
Hmm.
just more of I wanted to have an actual VRChat iceberg explained video that is in time.
Yeah, and probably proper and more easily thought out how you wanted to get it. So that's fair. And you
Yeah.
answering these like short is fine because it keeps it short and simple, and sweet without going into a big explanation. So good job. Actually works
Let's
for me.
go.
It makes it easy. So like, because you could tell I'm like still kind of tired from waking up. I'm like,
Don't
ugh.
worry, don't worry. Different time zones as well. Like currently for me, it's almost about to be 7 p.m. and I think it's completely different time zone for you.
Yeah, it's 10:52 a.m., which is about to be 11, close to lunch time, which is 12. But because at least I did this like at least kind of right. It's just me passing out because I got too comfy on my bed. Ugh. You got
No worries, no worries.
you gotta love the like queen like mattress bed. I need to get like a new one though. My back is killing me. Anyways, I'm trying to do this in order since I fucked up the numbers. So 9 was 8, 10 was 9, 11 was 10, so 12 would be 11. Okay. Uh, what are your thoughts on VRChat's creator economy?
Mm, the idea and concept of the VRChat creator economy is good, but the usage of it is it's lacking. I don't really see people using the VRChat creator economy as much. For the creator themselves, they only get like 30% or 50, I think it's 50 or 30% of the actual revenue, which is also going to be taxed. And it should still be worked on, definitely. So I mean, it's also kind of an early access and like a
Yeah.
beta thing. So,
And
but
recently,
it can still be worked on.
yeah. And recently I signed up for it and got in. I still need to set my thing up because I'm like, I need to make side money anyways on this game because some of the stuff like this I made because I'm gonna remake this and make a public version of it. Because like, look at this baby, pride and joy. And actually,
Greatest table.
before we continue, even this world we're in, I did make this one. My friend Exil made this one, and it was like a freebie, and he actually did good. And I love how I did the other parts by myself, like the title, because I'm like, gotta give it something to pop out. And
Pretty shiny.
yeah, it's using standard shader and whatever else, but it'll have its workouts since so
That's true.
50-50.
You gotta work with what you have.
Yeah, because literally you have like old photos like out there, but after certain things I had to take like I did this world take them off because of reasons. But it's something I can tell you off stream, so you know the context. Okay, so okay, you know what? Next one, I'm not gonna worry about the number order. How I'm gonna do this. How do you feel about VRChat trolling on VRChat, like VRC?
Okay, this is as short as it gets. VRChat trolling is bad. Boom. It's not funny to watch people troll other people in VRChat. I don't see the entertainment aspect of it. I don't know why people are getting entertained by these videos in the first place, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's bad. I think it's not good.
yeah, and I
It's
think
awful.
when I even like think about it, because like, there's like certain ones I can name off. But like, I think the only one I can name off is like Erkbla. But I'm like, won't say much on that. But like, when I see his stuff, like I can understand what he's doing. But like, he's still doing something that's harmful and rude. That's harassing people. Just like sometimes there'd be like innocent bystanders there that don't want to be part of anything or being recorded.
Mm.
So it's just like, why?
Yeah, it's gray zone to very bad zone kind of ish.
Yeah, makes
But
you a
yeah.
nuisance.
Yep, that definitely.
Yeah. Imagine if there was a different rank after nuisance on VRChat. Oh god, because that's actually a rank. Oh. Next question. What are the 5 extremely weird VRChat worlds you've been to?
I can't think of specifically 5 worlds in my head, but there's one world that I actually made a short about, like a short video, and that was called Just Mouth by YM. It's basically you're just in a mouth, and it's like a tongue like moving around,
Oh,
and you can like slide down the throat and stuff. And people in the comments told me it's related to war fetish. I have no idea what that is. But yeah,
oh,
I think that is kind of crazy.
yeah. Basically, since you don't know what it is, short answer, wait, because I know what it is. It's people that like to get eaten and swallowed and digested. Apparently, it's like 4 is
Ooh,
related to giant
okay.
stuff. It's the shortest answer. It's weird. It's weird. It's a weird thing people are into, and I don't know why. But like, whatever works for you, I don't care. Just don't be weird.
Yeah, yeah, it's up to you, up to you.
Yeah,
You know.
like you can tell my reaction to it. I'm like, "Ugh." That's whatever. Um,
Yes.
and I guess if that's like the only one you know, that's fine for that question. Um, have you ever made a guide on your YouTube channel for your viewers?
Depends on the guide. For VRChat, I did a guide. I did for the VRChat camera a guide. But the only thing I also kind of want to plan is how to make a kind of like successful YouTube VRChat channel, like kind of like YouTube
Oh,
tutorial. That's what I've been thinking of, but I'm not sure if I should do it. I don't
well,
know.
other
Maybe,
people.
maybe.
I don't think I've never seen anyone do that before. Because I know I've searched that up, but like it's been mostly like YouTube Shorts / TikTok related or something. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say even after this stream, you can think really hard on that because that's what I do with some of my stuff. So that would actually help you have like a little bit of inspiration and see what the other VRChat uh YouTube accounts and other creators are doing, and just because if
Mm-mm.
they have not done anything like that, snatch that idea like a goddamn candy store and grab it. That's the best way I can say
Or
it.
if they already did it, do it better. That's also a thing you could do. Well, technically,
Yeah.
you know, it's just an idea you can try out. Like maybe, for example, Twice did a video about the mirrors in VRChat, and someone else or I could technically make a video about mirrors in VRChat that could perform better, which is how competition works. But it also fuels the general VRChat niche. So it's basically win-win if
Yeah.
that would happen, as an example. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a win-win if you get it right. It's just like I'm just gonna say yes. I mean, he's like, let's go gambling, but with our viewers. Oh, dang it. Oh, lordy. Okay. What's the next one after this? Okay, here we go. And I know I'm gonna probably add like 2 or 3 questions because since I goofed.
Sure.
Uh, before we. Oh, wait, actually, no, that. Oh, yeah, let's save the last one for a moment because I realized what the last one is. Okay, now let me have fun with this one since I gotta improvise. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Fuck it. You know what? We ball. We ball. Tonight, we ball.
You got
Um,
this.
so from last year, I forget what part of the month it was from last year when this video came out, because this evolves with the age verification of VRChat. But I thought it's a probably a good time to break the ice on it on this question if you're fine with it. When the
Sure.
Brandon FM video came out, and I know that was a video worked on by Verum and Brandon FM, and I think if I'm right, when I was watching that video, even though I didn't want to watch it but got forced to, um, there was a
Mm.
one part of the video mentioning one of the VRChat like Discord moderators. Even this one has made like YouTube like videos like tutorials for avatars. And the person I'm bringing up entirely in that video is Sipbox, because this one's dodgy, but it depends how
Mm.
you want to answer it. So you can answer that one if you want
Like
to.
my opinion
Yeah,
on this?
your opinion on that, since if you know the
Uh,
context behind it.
it's a to say it the least, it's a very difficult case, and just pointing fingers at somebody is a little difficult. I don't really think that lolly content is cool or interesting in my opinion. It's not my thing. It's just it's controversial. I mean, that's definitely one fact.
Yeah,
But I can't really talk much about it as I don't really know that much about like the actual video. I have seen a little bit, because I was like, I was looking for more VRChat videos, and that's the one of the first things that came on. It was just kind of like skipping through,
Yeah.
and a lot of people talked about that in the general one chat and VRChat Discord, and I was like, oh, it's got to be just another drama, and
Yeah.
it's a very difficult and controversial situation that happened there. But I don't really recall or remember much about what actually has been said in the video.
Yeah, you're good. I just saw him like, I guess it wouldn't hurt to bring it up once and that's it. So thanks for being honest on that one.
No problem.
Bingo. Okay. Let's go with a throwback one. What were your thoughts like on VRChat Rewind made by what's his name? Ikebeno? Yeah, Ikebeno when he made like VRChat Rewind like 2018 and 2019 VRChat Rewind.
It's so funny that you bring this up because my actually plan for last year was to make a complete VRChat Rewind, and I kind of had to scrap it because it was like I thought about this in July, August, and a lot of things happened from January to July last year. And I think it was also July when the Brandon FM stuff happened, or June.
Around
And
June or July.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that I have on my table is to make a VRChat Rewind 2025. So, and I think these videos are pretty cool. I really love like seeing all the mixture. It's like a whole lot of VTuber or content creator universes just crashing together and being inside of a video, like having Naku next to you and on the other side it's Twice, or it's Nico the Echo, or the
Ikebeno.
face tracking person. Yeah, something
Or
like that.
sorry,
But
yeah.
a lot of VRChat content creators and world artists and stuff like that. Everything mixed up into one big universe. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's definitely what we're gonna plan for this year as well.
Because also, I was gonna do something like that, so I'm like, you just gave me an idea.
Gotcha.
He's like, every time when someone hears me do the I'm like, oh, okay, you just gave me like something to do.
Light bulbs are turning on
Yeah.
when that sound happens.
And I guess for the other one I have in my head, because it's not too controversial, it's not bad. I guess my other thought, even though how I'm dressed, it's like, how would I say this? Basically, how my character's dressed, it's not too revealing. The question with this one is, basically, when you see people in VRChat like wearing like something like what I'm wearing, or what other people wear, like boyish or girlish, or basically something that's like too revealing, but it's not too revealing. Like how you think people dress, because like it can be like it's close to safe for work, but like when it gets too close to territory, like where nips are starting, I'm like, is that bad or good? But so that's
it
that
really
one.
depends on the person. That's also I have to mention. It really depends on the person. Some people like to kind of like have more shown. Some people have, I don't know, simple avatars. Like mine, I think mine is kind of simple. It kind of like depends on the person. But for age verification, because I'm kind of like gonna connect this with age verification, it really depends on if it's gonna be like an 18 plus lobby or not. If it's not an 18 plus lobby, then it's quite controversial to be more showing than what you usually wear, kind of. But if you're in an 18 plus lobby, I think it's okay. It's okay. Not my thing. Not my thing. I'm more of a simpler avatar type of wearer. But yeah, actually, I've never thought about this question. Now that I'm hearing about it for the first time, I've never thought about this.
I thought it'd be like, it's gonna be like a slap in the face one to bring up. So I'm like, you know what? F it. We do it. We do it and bring it up. See how he reacts.
But that's a very valid question though, and I usually look at it objectively, seeing the goods, the bads, and kind of like the middle ground instead of like pointing fingers and saying this is bad and this is good. You have to see the whole picture of it to kind of like actually make your own opinion. I personally don't really like to reveal too much or see people revealing too much, but it really depends on if it's an 18 plus lobby or not, or if it's an 18 plus world or like topic wise. It really, really depends. And after all, VRChat is kind of like the Wild West of VR. So people are free to choose what they want to wear, free to choose what they want to
Yeah.
create. And it's kind of up to you. I mean, you also take the responsibility of who you're gonna show this to, or who you're revealing yourself to. So it's kind of like your own. What did I say? Responsibility. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because this is a game where you can create whatever you want, even something that's
exactly.
suggestive. But that's a 50-50. Ooh. Oh, that every time I did that, ooh, it's just like, ooh, so weird sometimes. But it's VRChat for you. Anything can happen. It's like
Anything can happen. That's
it's like
true.
it's how, like, it's a private instance. Like right now, imagine if we saw like someone coming right up and just be like Yukon and Knuckles right towards us. It'd be like, oh, surprise.
If there would be a Uganda Knuckles running around, I would get some heavy flashbacks from 2018. Jesus Christ.
Oh lordy, that'd be
My
like,
goodness.
it'd be like, oh, what? The...
I'll be like, yo, I want to clone your avatar. Come on.
I would love to see like wholesome like kind of raids again in VRChat, like how they used to do like
Yes.
in the back in the days. It just go,
Yes.
do you know the queen? Do you know the way? You don't know the way. I will spit on you. Up two. Oh wait a
That's
minute.
actually what we did with our group. We usually rarely sometimes we go together and dress up as the Sokaku avatar from Zenless Zone Zero. If you know about this game, it's kind of like looking
yeah.
like my avatar. And what we do, because it's like a public, more or less a public avatar that you can clone, and everyone is walking around a Parzeval, just running around and being like doing like crazy stuff. So that's what we like kind of did as a raid, which is kind of funny.
Actually, you remind me. I need to play Zenless Zone Zero again since I remember I got like Lycon, which was my other S rank character, and then the Flame Sword Girl character. Then my last S rank character was the Shark Girl. Because I'm like, spend a little bit of money, and then all of a sudden I got Ellen. I'm like, oh,
S tier Ellen.
yeah. Like after that, I didn't play much anymore because I'm like, I'm happy. I don't need the other ones. Like I was gonna get the Rat Girl, but I'm like, F the Rat Girl. I'm fine with these three. Top tier, because like, like two of them are ice and one's fire. 2 ice and 1 fire is just like nice. Love it.
It's one more combo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And plus, since okay, now I'm tempted to get back on that game since now we're mentioning it. Good job, you just got me hooked again.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Goddamn gotcha game. Even my friend Alima made a I would say gotcha world, but like his RNG world. Which if you're still on after we're done here, I can take you there. It's such a nice world since I got a Valentine's update. You basically just
I'll see if I have time.
It's basically
I might have to plan some more stuff as well after the podcast, but I'll talk with you about that after that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I guess we should wrap it up. I'm gonna have to do scuff like turn it off mode, if you know what I mean. Okay. For the last question, which is 16, but again, fucked up the numbers. In a way, but it's fine. Before we end the episode here, what is the best memories on this game you remember? That's like the last question.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the bomb. 2022, May, July, May, June, my friends and I completely drunk out of this world playing putt golf on Quest. Yes, that was the funniest thing I've ever did with my friends. And you could also say, well, creating the YouTube channel is also a funny thing, but that was the funniest memory I've ever had. It's just pitch black drunk playing with my friends putt golf. I'm never gonna do this again, but it was so fun.
You should have had someone record that and then like kept it as a memory, because it would have been funny to probably
Yes, I
remember.
should. I didn't.
Uh,
No.
you know what you should do with your community or like your friends? Watch Kung Pao and just get like a drink when you see anything stupid happen because it's a movie that's oh my gosh. Best way to explain Kung Pao, it's like a meme movie, but it's so funny because have you ever seen a meme movie where a cow literally does kung fu and just go and just like shoots the udder milk? It's so stupid. Like if you search up Kung Pao and search up like cow fight scene, you will understand why I would even giggle. It's so stupid.
But we also have to mention we're not giving people alcohol poisoning here.
Yeah, we're
just
not.
a quick mention. Don't do it. Don't do
It,
it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
it's an optional thing if you want to do it with close friends. Just make sure you drink water and drink responsibly.
That's true. You take the responsibility. Drink responsible. Drink water. That's the most important thing about these. I did not drink water during the putt golf. I was completely drunk out of my mind.
Yeah.
So I regret. I regret.
Yeah. Now I gotta do this little funny thing now. Is this selected? Yep, okay. So let me turn here. Thank you everyone for coming out to What the Fox, season 2, episode 7 with Parzeval. And see you guys on the next episodes. Now let me scuffly turn this off so I lose full body again. Damn, I gotta like do this properly. One.